Class 4 SOF NSO Previous Year Questions and Solutions. Achiever section question number 1. Which of the following lines together represent the axis and equator of our Earth? Here is a model of our Earth. As you can see, the lines together that represent the axis and equator correctly match up to the option number D. Achiever section question number 2. 3 dry soil samples X, Y and Z of equal weights 4 gram were taken on a filter paper and 50 ml water was poured separately over each of them. After that, they were weighed. Their weights after wetting are tabulated here. Which of the soil samples is most likely to be sandy soil? In order to find the water absorbed, we have to subtract weight of sample from weight after wetting. So as you can see here, X absorbs a moderate amount of water, so it is therefore loamy soil. Y absorbs the most water, so it is therefore clayey soil. Z absorbs the least water, so it is sandy soil. Achiever section question number 3. The given graph shows the distance between the particles in 3 samples P, Q and R, having water in different states of matter. Which of the following will not have X, fixed shape only, Y, fixed shape and volume? The states of water that do not have fixed shape are liquid, that is X. State of water that does not have fixed shape and volume is gas, that is water vapor, that is Y. So the option is the B option. Achiever section question number 4. Select the material that can be grouped with the materials in the given table based upon a similar feature. Wool can be an option because wool is like cotton, natural fiber. The table does not contain any plastic, metal or magnetic material. Therefore, wool is the correct option. Achiever section question number 5. The axis of the earth is tilted at an angle. This explains why the earth's axis is tilted at 23.5 degrees, causing different parts of the earth to receive varying sunlight throughout the year. This results in opposite seasons in northern and southern hemisphere. When one has summer, the other has winter. Therefore, the correct option is the C option. Achiever section question number 6. The force of gravity is different on different planets. The given table shows how high can Shashi jump on 3 different planets with same effort. Now select the correct statement regarding it. When Shashi jumps, she pushes off the ground with a certain force. The height you reach depends on how strongly gravity pulls you back down to the earth. If gravity is weak, she can jump higher because there is less force pulling her back down. If the gravity is strong, she can jump less because the force pulling her back is stronger. The more gravity a planet has, the harder it is to jump high. According to this, planet X has high gravity, planet Y has low gravity, and planet Z has medium gravity. Now, speed of ball in planet X is high, planet Y is low, and planet Z is medium. So now, according to this information, let us select the correct option regarding it. Option A. It will take more time for a ball of the same mass to fall down from same height on planet X than planet Z. This is false. B. Planet Y has 3 times more gravity than planet X. This is false because if we multiply, we can clearly see that it is not 3 times more gravity. C. Planet Z has 2 times more gravity than planet X. This is also false. If we multiply by 2 and check, it is not the same. D. A ball of same mass will fall down later on planet Y and then planet Z when dropped from the same height. Yes, this is true. Because planet Y has low gravity. Achiever section question number 7. 4 metal buttons P, Q, R and S were attached to the metal ring with the same amount of wax as shown in the given figure. When a lighted candle was placed below the rim of the metal ring, the metal buttons dropped down in order R, Q, P and S. At which position out of W, X, Y or Z lighted candle placed? When a metal ring is heated at one point, the heat will spread through the ring by the process of conduction. Metals are good at conducting heat, so heat energy will transfer from the heated point to the rest of the ring. When the lighted candle is placed in Y, the first button to feel the heat is button R. The wax holding button R will start to melt first, followed by the wax in button Q, then button P, and then finally button S. So the lighted candle should be placed at Y in order to make sure the sequence RQPS is correct. Achiever section question number 8. A box weighing 20 kgs was allowed to slide down one by one on different inclined planes of equal length, but of different materials with equal force. The time it took to reach the floor from the top of the plank was tabulated. Which of the following graphs correctly depicts the amount of friction offered to different planks P, Q, and R? Friction is a force that opposes motion between two surfaces in contact. If friction is high, like on a rough surface, it slows down movement, increasing the time taken to slide. As we can see here in the table, P has less friction, Q has more friction, and R has medium friction. If we use this information to put a graph, A option is the correct graph. Achiever section question number 9. Refer to the given figure of an aquatic plant and select the correct statements. First, let us check what X, Y, and Z are. X is a floating plant, water hyacinth, which is a free-floating aquatic plant. Y is a fixed floating plant, lotus or water lily, which has floating leaves and roots fixed in soil. Z is a submerged plant, hydrilla, a fully submerged aquatic plant. Now let us check the options. First one. In Y, stomata are present only on the lower surface of the leaves. In aquatic plants like water lily, stomata are present only on the upper surface because the lower surface is submerged in water. So the first one is false. Second one, Wolffia and Pistia are other examples of X type of plant. Wolffia and Pistia are free-floating plants like water hyacinth X, which is true. Third one, the leaves of Z plant do not have stomata. Submerged plants like hydrilla absorb gases directly from water, so they do not have stomata. This is also true. Fourth one, roots of X plant fix them to the bottom of the pond. Floating plants like X have free floating roots and are not attached to the bottom. So the correct statement is 2 and 3, which is the B option. Achiever section question number 10. The given figure shows changes in spring length when weight of different masses are placed separately on the same spring. Which of the following is the approximate length of the spring originally? As we can see here, total weight of the 30 cm spring is 3 kgs, 26 cm spring 5 kgs, and 20 cm spring 8 kgs. 3 kg to 5 kg, the length of spring compresses from 30 cm to 26 cm. And for 5 kg to 8 kg, the length of spring compresses from 26 cm to 20 cm. For 2 kg, difference the length of spring compresses 4 cm. For 3 kg, difference the length of spring compresses 6 cm. For this pattern, we can say that for every 1 kg, the length of spring compresses 2 cm. Therefore, the length of spring is equal to 30 plus 3 kg into 2, which is equal to 36 cm. And since they have asked the approximate length, we can say that B option, that is 35 cm, is the correct option. Achiever section question number 11. Study the given flowchart carefully and select the correct option regarding it. First, let us take S. In the B option, metal bangles do not easily break up, but it is said that it breaks up easily. And in the D option, S, that is newspaper, is not opaque, but it is translucent. So these two options will not be considered. Now, if you take P, here they have said that P is not flexible. So, since rubber band is flexible, we cannot take this option into consideration. If we see, R and Q also satisfy the option C. So, C is the correct option. Achiever section question number 12. Kavita applied a layer of oil on both sides of all leaves of a well-watered plant. She then placed the plant in a tightly sealed glass jar and left the setup next to an open window as shown in the given figure. Which of the following options correctly describes the change in volume of each of the gases in the glass jar after 6 hours? Since the stomata are blocked with oil, photosynthesis stops because CO2 cannot enter the leaves. So, the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide remains same in the jar. Achiever section question number 13. The given table shows the states of three substances WY at different temperature. Which substance has lowest boiling point and highest boiling point? The boiling point of a liquid is the temperature at which it becomes a gas. Substance W becomes gases somewhere between 40 degrees Celsius to 90 degrees Celsius, and the substance X becomes gases above 90 degrees Celsius. Y between 10 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. From this we know that Y has a lower boiling point and X has a highest boiling point. Achiever section question number 14. Kavita measured the amount of force applied to move a wooden object on 4 different surfaces W, X, Y and Z. The result of her experiment is shown in the given table. Which of the following surfaces offer least amount of friction? Friction is the resisting force between two surfaces in contact. The required force to move an object depends on the amount of friction present. In place with less friction, the force required to move the wooden bar will be lower. From the table, we can say that surface W requires less force because it offers least friction. Achiever section question number 15. Refer to the given flowchart and select the option which correctly identifies P to S. We can see that in S, chicken, it does not have 3 stages in life cycle. And penguin also doesn't have 3 stages in life cycle. Now we can see that in S, it has 6 legs. No. So eel, it does not have legs. C option is also the wrong option. Eels have long snake-like bodies and move using their fins instead of legs. They use their dorsal, anal and pectoral fins to swim. A silverfish is a small wingless insect that has 6 legs. So the correct option which satisfies P, Q, R and S is the D option. Achiever section question number 16. Suman placed equal amounts of different types of foods P, Q, R and S in digestive juices X and Y obtained from saliva and small intestine respectively for 3 hours. After that, she recorded the amounts of undigested food as shown in the given graphs. A. Which food sample is most probably rich in dietary fibers? B. Which food sample is rich in carbohydrates? The higher amount of undigested food, the less effective the digestive juices is at breaking it down. Dietary fibers is not digested by digestive enzymes. Food P remains largely undigested in both digestive juices, indicating it is difficult to digest. Food P is most likely rich in dietary fibers. Carbohydrates are primarily broken down by saliva, that is digestive juices X. Food Q is partly digested in digestive juices X, obtained from saliva and furthermore digested in digestive juice obtained from the small intestine. Hence, it could be rich in carbohydrate, as no other food type is digested with the help of saliva. So, the correct option which satisfies this is the B option. Achiever section question number 17. Refer to the given figure and select the correct statement regarding P, Q, R and S. P. The outermost layer, which represents the crust. It is the Earth's solid surface, consisting of continental and oceanic crust. Q. The layer beneath the crust, likely representing the mantle. This layer is semi-solid and responsible for convection currents that drive plate tectonics. R. A deeper layer, probably indicating the outer core. This layer is composed of molten iron and nickel and generates Earth's magnetic field. S. The innermost layer, most likely the inner core. It is solid due to the immense pressure and is composed mainly of iron and nickel. According to this, the correct option is the C option. R is in liquid state whereas S is in solid state. Achiever section question number 18. Different weights X, Y and Z were hung on a spring as shown in the given figure. What will be the length of the spring when only weight X is hung on the spring? If we put all the weights x, y and z, the stretch of the spring will be 22 centimeters. So we can write this as x plus y plus z is equal to 22 centimeters. That is equation 1. Similarly, we can write x plus y is equal to 15 centimeter and x plus z is equal to 17 centimeter. If we replace x plus z equal to 17 in equation 1, if we add 17 and 5, we will get the value as 22. So we can take y as 5. If we replace y as 5 in x plus y is equal to 15, we can get x plus 5 which is equal to 15. If we add 10 and 5, we will get 15. So we can take x as 10. So when only 10 is hung on the spring length will be 10 centimeters. Achiever section question number 19. Study the given setup after some time. The bottle contains a substance that absorbs carbon dioxide. The grasshopper respires by taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. But since the CO2 is absorbed, the total gas volume in the bottle decreases. Oxygen is used up for respiration and carbon dioxide is absorbed, reducing the total air volume. This creates a vacuum, pulling the ink drop towards X. The correct option regarding this explanation would be the A option. The ink drop would move towards X to occupy the space that was previously occupied by oxygen and carbon dioxide. Achiever section question number 20. Roshini took 3 equal sized beakers with equal amounts of different types of soil X, Y and Z. She then poured equal amounts of water in each beaker. Her observations are shown in the given figure. Identify soil X, Y and Z and select the correct statement regarding them. Soil X absorbs some water but also allows some to remain visible. So it may be loamy soil providing moderate absorption. Soil Y has absorbed most of the water. It must have high permeability. So it may be sandy soil which allows water to drain quickly due to its large particle size. Soil Z has absorbed the least water and holds most of it on the surface. It must have low permeability. So it may be clay soil which has very fine particles and retains water effectively and can be used for making pottery. Using this explanation, we can say that the C option, that is soil Z, is best suited for pottery is the correct option. Achiever section question number 21. Refer to the given flowchart and select the option that correctly identifies plant P, Q, R and S. Here they have given a few plants. Let us list them. Bryophyllum, sundew, gulmohar, fir, duckweed, arrowhead, water hyacinth and pine. Let us classify them into flowering plants that are aquatic and non-aquatic, non-flowering plants that are non-aquatic and aquatic. So flowering plants that are aquatic is R, flowering plants that are non-aquatic is S, non-flowering plants that are non-aquatic is Q, and non-flowering plants that are aquatic plants is P. There is nothing in P, so we can cancel the options C and D. In option A, sundew is aquatic, but they have said it as non-aquatic, so it is wrong. So the B option is the correct option which correctly corresponds to this. Achiever section question number 22. Refer to the given table and select the option that correctly identifies materials X, Y and Z. X allows light to pass through it, has fixed shape and has fixed volume. Mirror does not allow light to pass through it. So we can cross the A option. Here carbon dioxide does not have fixed shape. So we can cut the C option. In the wooden box does not allow light to pass through it. So we can also cancel this option. But the only thing that allows light to pass through it is glass. And also Y and Z also correspond in the B option. So the correct option is the B option. Achiever section question number 23. Kritika observed the following phases of the moon on different dates. Which of the following phases of the moon would she most likely observe on 5th October and 12th October respectively? She would observe the C option on 5th October and 12th October respectively. Achiever section question number 24. Refer to the given flowchart and select the incorrect option. According to the flowchart, P is the stomach, Q is small intestine, R is large intestine, and S we do not have an idea of. Let us see if it comes in one of the options. A. P is a sac-like organ. True. The stomach is a J-shaped and has a curved sac-like structure that expands when food enters. R is the longest part of alimentary canal. False. No, the large intestine is not a part of the alimentary canal. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. Q is the organ where complete digestion of food takes place. Q is true. And the D option, S may be an organ that joins mouth with stomach, may be true. Since they have asked the incorrect option and we are sure that the B option is the incorrect option, the correct answer is the B option. Achiever section question number 25. Read the given statements and select the option that correctly identifies them as true and false ones. Copper and gold are ductile materials. True. Ductility refers to the ability of material to be stretched or deformed without breaking them. Winnowing is used to separate grains from stalk by beating them. False. Threshing is used to separate grains from stalk by beating them. Winnowing is the method in which heavier components of a mixture are separated from the lighter substances with the help of wind. Generally, solubility of gases decreases with increase in temperature. True. Oxygen gas is insoluble in water. False. Oxygen is soluble in water. So the correct option is the C option. Achiever section question number 26. Study the given flowchart and select the incorrect option. Q can be a fish. Fish are cold-blooded animals. Body temperature changes with environment. So Q is true. B. P can be an animal from whose cocoon is obtained. P can be a silkworm. It has 6 legs and is cold-blooded. So it is also true. C. S can be an animal that carries its young one in a pouch. S can be a kangaroo. It is a warm-blooded animal and has hairs on its body. D. R can be an animal whose nest is called eyrie. An eyrie is a nest built by large birds of prey such as eagle, hawks and falcon. But these birds do not have webbed feet. So therefore the D option is incorrect. Achiever section question number 27. Refer to the given flowchart regarding different types of animals and select the option that correctly identifies them. Mule is a domestic hybrid between donkey and a horse. Q can live both on land and water, but sparrow cannot live both on land and water. So the A option is wrong. B. Bat also cannot live both on land and water. So the B option is also false. Whale also cannot live on both land and water. So the D option is also false. So according to this, the C option is the correct option. Salamanders can live both on land and water. Achiever section question number 28. Refer to the given food web and select the correct option regarding it. Here the given food chains are. Here if we see, U is the top consumer and S and V are herbivores, eating only plant P. Here Q and U are omnivores, eating plant P and herbivores S and V. R and T are carnivores. So the correct option is none of these because all the options are incorrect. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on a video that I upload. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.